Welcome back. This is Imperial Buckethead, and today I'm starting the Fellowship block of the Lord of the Rings trading card game. I've got two Fellowship of the Ring starter decks that are sealed, as well as two booster packs for us to crack open today. So I was able to find the Gandalf starter relatively easy at first, so I got one of those. The Aragorn starter was a little bit harder to find and a little bit more expensive for whatever reason. Now, the Aragorn that's in it is actually a good version of him, and the only way you can get him outside of getting it in a foil as a foil in a pack is actually in just the starter deck. So today we're going to crack these open. So what we'll do is we'll start with Gandalf. We'll save Aragorn for last. Let's see. This does have some sort of old sticker on it from when it was in a store. It had a $2.97 price tag. I think I paid about $10 for it. The Aragorn starter cost me about $30. So with shipping and everything, I think I have about $50 on both of them. It's not too bad. Definitely more expensive than it used to be. All right, got that open. Slide these out. All right. So here's the rule book in the back. Okay, it's just the generic starter rule book that's in the other starters as well. So this is the very first version of it. All right. So let's start going through the cards. All right. Here's Gandalf. As you can see, 1P, that's promo, only available in the starter deck. And it's got some dings on it just from being in there. All right. Here's Frodo. Fellowship version of Frodo. The One Ring, the common One Ring across the movie blocks was all the same. Alright. So this one did have the Moria culture. You guys haven't seen this yet in the Two Towers block. But this was before that. So you've got the Moria for the Mines of Moria. That's what that symbol means. Alright. Dwarven. That's the elven symbol. Now these starter decks did come with 3 randomized rares. Like I've mentioned before, the only 2 that don't come with the random rares is the Ents of Fangorn and the Battle of Helm's Deep in the Two Towers block. Okay. A lot of bounders from the Hobbit culture. Goblin Marksman. Good old Hobbit sword. I think that's in every starter deck. Can't go wrong. The only way you get better is if you get Sting. This is a new phone that I have, so this camera is a little bit more high res than my previous one. So let me know in the comments what you guys think about this. Is it nice and clear? Looks clear on my end, but I want everybody's opinion. Alright. There's Boromir. This is a bit of a mixed bag here. A little bit of everything. Elf culture stuff, some Gondor. That symbol means wizard. So you've got Gandalf as the face card. And there's Gandalf again. Again, only available in the starter deck or as a randomized foil from a booster pack. I think I actually do have a foil version of the Gandalf from the Mines of Moria starter decks, which are coming next. If I can find the set 3, which is Realms of the Elf Lords, if I can find 2 starter decks and grab a couple of booster packs from that, I will, but I've had trouble finding them. The ones I did find, people were not willing to let them go. So If I can't find them, I apologize. I'll try to do something for Realms of Elfwood. So maybe I'll buy a set, or I may just buy a set. We'll go through the whole set together. So at least I'll have one off of each card. All right, so here we go. Here's for our sights for this deck. West Farthing, Ettenmoor, Council Courtyard, Mithril Mine, the Bridge of Khazad-dûm, Dimrodale. That word sanctuary means that if you start fellowship phase at this site with sanctuary, you get to heal everybody, which is super helpful. Those wounds do not just go away on their own. You either have to trigger some sort of ability like sanctuary, or use some sort of card that you have available. All right, so this is the last site, the Eamon Mule, however you say that. So here's our random rares. So the first one, the Gaffer. All right, the Gaffer is Sam's dad. Next one, oh, the Pale Blade. Couldn't go wrong with that. That's a really good rare to get from the set, especially with Nazgul. All right, last but not least, it's upside down. What? Goblin Swarm. Hey, that's a good one as well. Don't know why it was upside down. It's very interesting. Play to your support area. Response. If your Moria Orc wins a skirmish, discard cards and wounds on that Orc and stack the Orc on this condition. Shadow Phase. Play an Orc stacked here as if it's from your hand. Wow. You can just put your guys there after they die. Play them again. They just keep coming back. Can't go wrong, and it only costs 1. Look at that. Awesome. All right. So let's move these out of the way. And let's open a booster pack. There we go. What will we get in this lone booster pack? This is one of 2 packs left over from a booster box I cracked, and I got a ton of killer cards in it. A foil Aragorn's bow, tons of mains. I think I got Galadriel, I got Arwen, I got Aragorn, Boromir, Sam, a little bit of everything. I think I even got Gandalf. All right, first uncommon. Second uncommon, Ancient MD. Third uncommon is a sight. All the sights are either common or uncommon. What will the rare be? Haha, thin and stretched. Look at that face. Yeah, I like Ian Holm. It's a shame he passed away last year. All right. To play Sauron Orc, place on the ring bearer, add a burden at the end of each turn during which bearer was not assigned to a skirmish. Wow. Yeah, good one. All right, so here come our commons. We'll put the rare over here. Coat of Mail, Saruman's Chill, Goblin Scimitar, Shadow's Reach, Goblin Patrol Troop, Delving, exert a Dwarf Companion to draw 3 cards on Fellowship. That's pretty good. All right. That's the first booster pack. We've opened our first starter deck. Looks like we've gotten some decent hits so far. So, onward to the Aragorn starter deck. I was almost apprehensive to open this, but you know what? I'm doing this for you guys, and I'm doing it for myself. And this is all so I can play and actually play the game. You know, I like to collect as well, but it's nice to see this opened again for once, instead of it just sitting around. Alright, so the seal is broken. The other starter deck was a little more beat up, like it had been in storage or something. This one's nice. Nice and square. Alright. I did not have the rare Aragorn back in the day when I was still playing this game, initially when it was still in print. And I used the King in Exile in the Fellowship block. I used him a lot. I like Aragorn. He's not my favorite character, but he's probably my second favorite character. The first one, of course, being Gandalf. All right, Frodo. The One Ring. All right, here we go. Gondor has a lot of these really good events that pump, and most of the cultures have something similar, but what's cool about these is they don't cost anything. All right, Uruk-hai Armory. This is an Uruk-hai and Gondor combination. And the Uruk-hai from this set, instead of being fierce like in the Two Towers Battle of Helm's Deep block, these have damage +1, so they just stack on extra damage when they win skirmishes. So lots of combat tricks for the Uruk-hai. Athelas. You can get rid of conditions or heal. Bred for battle. This is a really good one. Exert the Uruk-hai to make it strength +3. Just having that unexpectedly cause damage +1, you can kill companions and allies pretty quickly. There's our second copy of Aragorn. I think I have like 8 copies of him now. I used to have a foil that I pulled from a pack, but I'm not sure what happened to it. And one of my copies, I had some of these in an old binder, and I hate it, but anything that was on that front page, which is most of the time all of my stuff I really liked, and I kept up front for trades and using decks. Had some binder dings on them. No, not that big of an issue though. Does deface the value a little bit, but you can still use the cards in it. It's just a product of the old types of binders that we used to use. I mean, of course, those are still around. Now, I do prefer a non-ring binder once they're actually bound. But the problem with that is they're not modular, so you can't add and remove pages or move stuff from one binder to another easily. So I started using Dragon Shield slipcase binders because they're called tomes. You can buy 9-pocket pages that are double-sided, so it actually will hold 18 cards, and each one of those slipcase binders will hold about 50 pages loaded with cards. So I've been gradually getting my Magic the Gathering collection transferred into that. My Lord of the Rings stuff I do have in the bound binders that don't have the rings for now. I'm not sure if I'm going to put them all into one slipcase or something like that. But that's a topic for another day. I'm going to make a video showcasing how I've organized my collection of Magic cards. There's no right or wrong way to do it, really. I just encourage you guys, especially with some of these older card games, man, sleeve them before you put them in the binder. I didn't do that before when I was a younger guy, and some of my cards got damaged because of it. So I recommend sleeve them, then put them in a good quality page or binder. You can get perfect fit sleeves that allow you to use those plastic pages if that's your preference. But yeah, just sleeve them up. All right, Sam. All right, we're getting close to the end here. All right, here is the sight path for this deck. The East Road. Bree Gate. Rivendell Terrace. Man, cinematography in this movie. Killer. Moria Lake. Bridge of Khazad-dûm once again. Galadriel's Glade. Again, Sanctuary. If you start there on your Fellowship phase, you get to heal everyone. Silverload Banks. Always love this scene here when they're entering between the pillars. Slopes of Omen. 'Hen. 1st rare. 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 1st Curse their foul feet. Next rare is, oh nice, Return to its Master. Lots of good Nazgul stuff in this first set. I do have a foil Witch King that I got when I used to play. Luckily it didn't have a binder ding. Last one. Savagery to match their numbers. Alright guys, I appreciate your time today. Thanks for hanging out with me. And if you did notice, I've got a map of Middle Earth behind me as the play mat. I got it off Amazon. Someone was making them. They're not officially licensed, but they're nice though. A little blurry, but they come across well. I think it was like $15 shipped. So anyways, guys, have a good day. Look forward to the next video. It's going to be Mines of Moria starter deck opening with packs. I've got about 20 Mines of Moria packs that I may make a separate video and open the rest of those on. Also have some booster boxes to open, and also look for some Magic the Gathering content coming soon, and hopefully some Star Wars CCG. That stuff's getting a little harder to find. I do have some sealed stuff to open, but I don't want to open too much of it. It's just so hard to find. But thanks a lot, guys. Have a good day.